Good morning and welcome to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS pitcher picks for Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017. It is an awful slate for pitching, but what can we expect? Even when we do get good pitchers on the mound, half the time they can't produce. I, for one, cannot wait until baseball's over. Yeah, I know you're watching a video about baseball and the host is telling you that he basically can't wait for baseball to be over. Unquestionably the most obnoxious fantasy sport. Not even close. I can deal with wrecks in NASCAR, but I can't deal with hours and hours of continued research. That doesn't pan out for no reason. Just no reason. Little bit irritating. And I wasn't a Max Scherzer owner last night, as it turned out. I ended up more with Aaron Nola and Jose Berrios, who both had great matchups, but couldn't do anything. So that's frustrating, and baseball is absolutely frustrating, but thank goodness we are well past the halfway point. We've got, now really we're under 2 solid months, so let the countdown to basketball and hockey begin. Let's get this nightmare out of our lives for at least several months. But let's talk about it. Let's talk baseball, because we've got quality options tonight like Andrew Cashner at 12.8 on Fantasy Draft, 7K on FanDuel, 6,400 on DraftKings. When you look up and down the list, I mean, it's really easy to tell that there's just no options. We could go Jake Arrieta, who's been kind of okay sometimes, but it has an inflated price, and I'm just not going to do that. I'd rather play a guy like Cashner, who's dirt cheap across the industry, has looked better the past couple of times he's pitched, is a better pitcher than Nick Martinez, who just got walloped by Seattle yesterday. It doesn't give you a great comfort to see Seattle put up 8 runs the night before you're thinking about rostering a average at best pitcher. But on a slate full of average at best pitchers, this is what you're going to get. I don't mind him. He's a cost savings. And even still probably won't end up with a lot of ownership tonight. Much like Ricky Nolasco did last night. Speaking of Ricky Nolasco, why not stick with his teammate, J.C. Ramirez? 14-4 Fantasy Draft, 7,600 FanDuel, 7,200 DraftKings. Ramirez has been better the last few times he's taken the mound. Philly is proving consistently that they're just not good at baseball. That's not in the cards for them to be a decent baseball team. Ramirez absolutely has some struggles with left-handed hitting, but Nolasco had a ton of struggles with right-handed hitting, and it did not affect him at all yesterday. Ramirez actually has a higher strikeout upside than Nolasco, so I'd feel comfortable if I'm picking from the losers of the bunch tonight. That's one of the guys I'd go with. Next up, Dallas Keuchel, 2,400, 2,0400. I can't even say words. I'm so beyond frustrated with baseball that I can't even say words. 20,400 on Fantasy Draft, 9,600 FanDuel, 10.5 DraftKings. I could just edit this video. I don't care enough about baseball, honest to God, to do it. If it was basketball or something, I'd care about putting my best foot forward. But I could pick the lowest priced pitcher on this slate and have just as good of a chance of him coming through as Dallas Keuchel. Let's just be honest. I mean, that's what it is. Keuchel went 79 pitches in 3 innings. Absolutely horrible work against the Tigers. Comes back here, gets a little bit of a better matchup. Still not in love with the idea of playing him, but he should see that pitch count get higher. I would assume it would get closer to 100 pitches if we're being completely honest. I think that that's something he could definitely get closer to. Hopefully his stuff's there. The thing we know about Keuchel is that he's not a strikeout pitcher, so you're not really playing him to get strikeouts. You're getting him to go 8 innings and just through attrition rack up a few more strikeouts. But that's where I land tonight. Again, just not a great slate for pitching. Andrew Cashner, J.C. Ramirez, Dallas Keuchel, or do the dartboard. Just build your lineup with hitters you like, fill in the leftovers with the scrubs you have at pitching. Thanks for watching. I'm sure I've encouraged you at this point to subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Head over to researchfantasy.com, see what we've got going on there. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Research and Win, and join us again tomorrow.